Up on Mountain News this morning, the trial for an Eastern Kentucky judge executive accused of mishandling funds officially wraps up. And Churchill Downs prepares for its first new turn club for Kentucky Derby fans prepared to pay a big price to see the big race.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you on this Friday. It is April the 28th. It is 5:33. I'm Brandon Robinson and glad to be with you this morning. Glad you're along with us this morning. Let's head on over to meteorologist Cameron Aaron, who is tracking maybe some storms out there to the south this morning. Cameron?
Yeah, some storms over Tennessee this morning. Now, no severe weather this morning. That's the good news. No severe weather for us, but we are tracking some rain chances out there as you walk out the door. Here's a look at the radar this morning. Most of us are dry at this hour. The bulk of the rain off to the north and east over portions of Virginia and West Virginia. Still tracking a few sprinkles, though, kind of near the Johnson, Lawrence, Martin County lines there where they all come together. Also a few sprinkles over portions of Wayne County, West Virginia. But Wayne County, Kentucky, just a heads up, we are watching out for some heavier showers and some thunder and some lightning over portions of Tennessee. And this is moving off to the north and east, so we could possibly see some heavier showers within the next 30 to 45 minutes or so as that continues moving off to the north and east. Over at I-64 in Moorhead this morning, we are dry. Current temperature of 57 degrees. Most of us waking up in the upper 50s at this hour. 56 in Jackson, 59 for Somerset. We warm up into the 70s later on today. Also watching out for more showers by this weekend. That full first alert forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Brandon?
Thank you, Cameron. At least one person is dead after a crash that took place on Thursday morning here in Perry County. It happened on Highway 28 near Tranquility Lane in Perry County between Grapevine and Chavis communities. 2 cars were involved in the crash. The names of the people involved have not been released just yet. The highway had been closed for a while while first responders worked to clear the scene, and we're continuing to follow that investigation. Meanwhile, we are working to learn more about a crash in Whitley County that left one person dead. It happened yesterday afternoon on US 25 at Angel Road. That's near Pruitt's Feed and Supply. State police say the crash involved a pickup truck and a commercial vehicle. One person was killed. The cause of the crash is under investigation. A former Pikeville teacher and volleyball coach was arrested in Georgia last week on child pornography and sexual exploitation of children charges. 38-year-old Drew Cecil was a teacher at Pools Mill Elementary School in Forsyth County, Georgia. We received a statement from David Trimble, who is the current superintendent of Pikeville Independent Schools. It reads, and he says in quote, "Mr. Cecil left his employment with Pikeville Independent Schools in 2015, which was prior to my arrival. We have not been contacted by anyone conducting the reported investigation and are not aware of it being related to any events that took place in this district. However, the safety and protection of every child is always the top priority of our team, and we will continue to cooperate as much as possible with any involved law enforcement agency if contacted or needed," end quote. A Letcher County man is facing charges after allegedly breaking into an unused building and stealing items. The incident happened Wednesday morning at a building across the street from the library in Neon. Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Stein says he got a call about the suspect stealing those items. When Steins and Jenkins police officer Justin Phipps showed up at the building in question, they found Jason Hall of Neon using a wheelbarrow to transport the valuables he had stolen. Hall is charged with burglary, and he was taken to the Letcher County Jail. The trial of Breathitt County Judge Executive Jeff Noble ended yesterday. He was found not guilty of abuse of public trust and theft by unlawful taking following a 3-day trial. Another trial dealing with accusations of using county money to buy diesel is set for July. However, the Commonwealth's attorney says those charges are expected to be dismissed. Judge Executive Noble's lawyer Jerry Gilbert says they are ready to move on.
I think this verdict demonstrates that the people of Breathitt County are ready to get back to business and to operate in a civil and dignified manner and do the business of Breathitt County.
Now, you could read the Commonwealth Attorney Miranda King's statement about the verdict on our website, WYMT.com. Floyd County and the city of Prestonsburg have worked together recently to consolidate all of the county's 911 dispatch services under one roof. WYMT's Jordan Mullins talked with officials about how that transition is going.
In late January, Floyd County officials worked with officials in the city of Prestonsburg and moved both of its dispatch services under one roof, the Prestonsburg-Floyd County Emergency Communications Center.
The city had a great center, one of the best centers, if not the best center in eastern Kentucky. High-tech, newly remodeled, great center, professional staff, everyone's well-trained.
The 911 Center, which was remodeled in 2019, also comes with updated technology, allowing callers, dispatchers, and first responders to communicate effectively and efficiently.
They have updated all the mapping. The mapping is top-notch. They take care of all the mapping for us. And it truly helps on our calls, because some of the issues that you run into is not knowing the area that you're dispatching into.
But with any change also comes challenges. But officials say these challenges are nothing new. Response times for non-emergency calls and for some outskirt areas of the county have been an issue for many years. But due to legal implications between the county and Kentucky State Police, much data on response times and other important info were sometimes not readily available.
We didn't have the data that we needed real time to address those deficiencies and deploy the resources where they need to be.
And although officials say KSP's dispatch does a wonderful job, the instant access to this data allows for real-time solutions.
Those are the things that are falling through the cracks, but we certainly feel that with the information that we have, we're going to have the ability to address that issue.
Floyd Countyans working together to ensure a safer county. In Prestonsburg, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, since the dispatch center expanded from just the city of Prestonsburg to the entire county, officials say the Emergency Communications Center is expected to answer about 25,000 calls by the end of this year. Churchill Downs in Louisville is getting its new First Turn Club and grandstand ready for fans, and the newest seats might provide the best view of the track on Derby Day, which is coming up. If you step outside, you can watch races from the rail. It will hold about 2,000 people. Track leaders say the $90 million project will give fans a whole new view.
You've got a view of the entire racetrack. You can see the big board. We'll also be adding a video board in the infield for guests to view the races. I just think it's a great spot to take in the Derby.
So how much are we talking about for those tickets? Well, it's not a lot. A two-day ticket for Oaks and Derby is just $2,600 per seat, but that does include all of your food and drinks. Just ahead this morning, the entertainment industry mourns the loss of a man who quickly became a household name thanks to his long-running talk show, which featured a lot more than just talking.
And we are watching out for showers on your Friday, but they also look to linger into the weekend. All those details coming up next.